Hello everybody, I'm 99 and this is my art channel, and as you guys can see in the picture, this is going to be a cheetah, and I ended up trying to do this as simple as possible. I'm just one of those people that, you know, my attention span is so short that I need to be able to make sure that I make progress quickly enough, and so this is one of the ways I ended up doing that. For all of you guys that do not know, I am using a new software at this point, so this video has taken me way longer to be able to do than I was expecting to. I had gotten the piece done a few days ago, but the editing has been a bit of a nightmare, so I figured I'd try this editing software, and I am using Vinci Resolve, which so far I think I'm liking. It's definitely a learning curve, but it's better than what I was using. So anyways, let's get back into it, and as you guys can kind of see, I have made a silhouette of the cheetah. If you guys are not aware, I actually did do a couple coats of just black acrylics. If you guys are not aware, I'm using acrylics for this. It was a gamble just to be able to do this on a wheelchair, because I wasn't really sure if this was actually going to work. If you guys have seen the flower video, this is on the other side of the wheelchair, and that was just literally a test run just to see if the acrylic would stick to the wheelchair, and it seems to do pretty well. I still don't have anything to be able to put over the acrylics to be able to protect it. I'm still researching on that, but yeah. So anyways, at this point I am basically just putting in some solid colors at this point, just to let it dry, and yeah, and I also have to like let this dry for like a half an hour to like an hour, and it was tricky because I had to just start painting and then take a break and then come back and paint and then take a break, depending on what I was doing with the cheetah. So yeah, that was kind of tricky, and unfortunately with this project I did not record a lot of me doing the cheetah just because I was uncomfortable about actually recording it, because I wasn't really sure. And it would also make for a really long video, and I'm not a big fan of long videos, especially if I do a voiceover. I want to make sure they're about 10 to 15 minutes long-ish, just to make it simple for everyone, because I don't have a long attention span. So if I watch a video, I like to have it be, you know, a short and nice and relaxing and straight to the point video. So here I am actually doing a little bit of contouring just on the face, just so I can get an idea of where the direction of the fur is going and where the eyes are. And oh yeah, and here we are. Here's a huge jump from what I was doing. Anyways, at this point you guys can't see that I am struggling on figuring out what to do next. I am just basically doing as much as I can that I know that I need to do at the moment, and so that is what I've been doing at this point. Doing a little bit of light and dark and just popping off this stuff. One thing that I did learn about acrylics when you do a cheetah like this is you always want to start with the darks, and then you want to go as light as possible. But at this point, basically, I'm kind of doing a little bit of both, just to be able to figure out what I need to do next with this cheetah. And honestly, with painting like this and stuff, especially if you're not really sure what you're doing, you're going to be going back and forth about stuff. So there is a lot of layering involved in this, which you guys do not see, unfortunately. You guys may not be able to realize, but this is actually one of my best art that I have done in years, actually. And I don't really know why. Maybe it's just because I just took so much time and tried to maybe probably go more realistic and make it look amazing. But yeah, but anyways, this project was like really fun to do. It just took a long time to be able to do it, especially with all the distractions I definitely had at this place. Anyways, I'm going to be probably starting on the eyes soon on this cheetah. It was kind of a gamble. like I said before, I have been just going back and forth about whether or not to do certain things and stuff. And then one nice thing about acrylics is you can always go back and forth and just cover it up. So that is also partially why I ended up doing the dots the way they are, because you know what, and it's always really good, especially if you don't know what you're doing at the time with it, especially with the dots. As you guys can kind of see, I made them really small just in case I don't want them there. I can just cover them up. And then this is also helpful because I can just figure out where to put stuff and everything, because especially with dots, with the cheetah, they're not even, they're not you know, perfect dots. They're very uneven, and yeah, it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle with like fur, with yeah, fur. Yeah, and I think at this point I am trying to blend a little bit of color for the eyes just to set them in there. And that was also something that I haven't mentioned about doing this type of cheetah with the colors. The coloring for this was basically, you guys will see at the end of the video, is basically doing the most basic colors of the acrylics as I can, but then doing a little bit of blending, like for example doing yellow just for the base coat of the cheetah, just basic yellow, and then doing for the eyes I ended up doing a little bit of, I think, yellow and a little bit of brown at this point. Oh, it looks so amazing. So there was a actual big gap right here, and I ended up completely, at this point I ended up completely changing what I was gonna do with the cheetah and start doing a blotching instead of trying to do individual hairs with realistic stuff. And so that's what it is. And here is the colors that I was using. There's actually a few more that I did not show you guys. But yeah, I definitely used yellow, red, gray, brown, and white for sure, just to be able to do some blending. And yes, I ended up using all of these brushes. An apple barrel is basically the one that I ended up getting a huge container for it because I use a lot of white. But yeah. Oh, I'm loving it so far. There's a little bit of a smudge up there, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to completely change the background. But yeah, as you guys can kind of see, the dots are definitely jaggedy and not perfect. But yeah, there we go. And there is the background. Now the background's not completely finished, but you get a really good idea of what the cheetah is going to look like at this point. I definitely do a lot of, I definitely do a little bit more on the cheetah at this point, and there it is, and there you go. That, I think, is finished at this point. Yep. Oh, it looks amazing from here. Oh, so good. In person, it looks amazing. I am going to be showing off the colors and also this cheetah again a little bit later on, very quickly, just so you guys can look at it and appreciate it a little bit more and stuff. So anyways, thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys next time.